who had some real problems. Most of us prefer for our lives to be under control. Wouldn't you agree with that? If we had our preference, we would like to have things under control. Now, this jailer had full responsibility for this jail. It was a pretty important position, really. And as long as he kept this jail under control, his career, his life, well, they were very secure. The other side of that is, if he ever lost control and a prisoner should escape, it was usually required in that day of such a jailer that the jailer would carry out the sentence of the escaped prisoner, or he could be executed. A worse consequence would be that his family would be imprisoned or harmed by his superiors. So while he was given a great deal of responsibility, he was also given a great deal of accountability. Circumstances didn't matter with that kind of a responsibility. The point was, he was given the responsibility of keeping everything under control, or else. And in much the same way, each of us are responsible for our own lives. Listen closely to this. Your management of your life, your job, your marriage, your family, your finances, your spiritual concerns in life, just go down the list. It's your desire most likely to keep that managed, for everything to do well, for everything to be in a situation where you live happily ever after. And as long as you keep things in control, well, things are pretty good. However, if you lose control of your life, if you lose control of circumstances, then life can become very difficult to manage. And therefore, you may lose your management ability, and when you lose your management ability, people will pursue you. Your boss, an attorney, the police, the bill collectors, the government, your enemies. Let's just go down that list if you want to. You know, we live in a day where many prefer to shift the blame, when many prefer not to be held accountable. You hear many times today, well, I just couldn't help that. It's not my fault. It's so-and-so's fault. It's this circumstance's fault. It's that circumstance's fault. You've got to understand my situation. But ultimately, our responsibility is never diminished.